Hey everybody, Mr. Nobody here. Know it's been a bit since I put on my last video. Been working on a project like I've been saying in my last vlogs, trying to get a few things done. Also, am doing that YouTube Academy thing to better understand, video creation, everything for the YouTube community. But yeah, other than that, just write down my ideas for what I want to give you guys on future channels and how I want to try to bring a few things to life. I appreciate anybody and all of you who are actually watching this. If you really like, please subscribe and like, leave a comment, and I'm really hoping you're enjoying this. Right now, I don't really have much, you know, to say. It's pretty tough, actually trying to come up with a good vlog and everything like that. I'm not trying to, this is all unscripted. I'm just coming with what's in mind. I mean, it's a vlog. Why do I need to make a script about, something that's actually going on in my life? If it's another channel, oh yeah, okay, I'll script something and make it easier, you know. But yeah, for a vlog, I don't think a script's needed. But yeah, right now Miss Nobody's playing her Minecrafts, and I'm going through a few things right now. I had surgery, a little not too long ago. It was a Morgagni hernia. For those who do not know what a Morgagni hernia is, you get a tear in your diaphragm that goes into your chest cavity. And because of that tear, most of the time it's your colon, maybe part of your liver or some fat goes up into your chest cavity, making it hard to breathe. For me, my colon went up and was up in front of my heart, and it curved around and actually collapsed part of my right lung. So from there, had to go through surgery. But right now, my insurance company and everything won't pay for it because they never told me they changed my coverage. So, ah, but it's all right. I'll get through it somehow. But yeah, I've been on the search for more Crystal Pepsi. It's actually one of my favorite drinks, especially from my childhood. I used to drink that all the time. Normally, I'm a Coca Cola boy. I love my Coca Cola or a generic form. Like, if I can't constantly afford Coca Cola, I'll buy, some other Coke, like Sam's Choice. But mostly Coca Cola. The only drink above that is Crystal Pepsi. I'm not a Pepsi drinker like regular Pepsi. There's a different taste between Crystal Pepsi and regular Pepsi. I'm not a big flavor fan either. I mean, I'll drink cherry every so often to change it up. I'll drink Surge. That's one of my other favorite drinks from my childhood. If Jolt Cola was still around, I'd be drinking that too. But my number one drinks are usually Coke, coffee, and energy drinks. Those are my three top things. I get yelled at by Miss Nobody for not drinking enough water.
You should drink more water.
But yeah, so right now what's going on in my life is, I have family down in Georgia. They're currently moving. This Tuesday, they're moving into their new place. It's a log cabin. My sister, who I haven't talked to in a few years because of um, differences in the family and everything like that, is actually getting married and going back to get her master's in college. So if you're watching this, you know who you are, and wish you the best and congratulations. Uh, my other sister, she's well, she's currently having a little bit of financial difficulty and everything like that, and trying to get her life back on track with my niece and nephew. And I mean, it's tough for her. Hopefully, she is able to get herself out. It's tough being a single parent. I've known many people who are single parents, and child care is, well, all of you out there know child care is expensive, but it well, it's something that you guys have to do if you don't have any available babysitters. Luckily, our dad, you know, he watches my niece and nephew when my sister goes to work. But yeah, right now I don't think they would want to be mentioned on YouTube. That's why I'm not mentioning their names or anything like that. Don't think they'd feel comfortable having their personal life out there. Me, what? Why not? I'll do almost anything. I mean, there's a few challenges I want to do to put on YouTube, but Miss Nobody won't let me do them, like the cinnamon challenge. She's afraid that I'm going to end up killing myself with cinnamon. Yummy. Who would want to, well, I shouldn't say who wouldn't. I mean, who doesn't love cinnamon? I mean, cinnamon's good. Ginger, cinnamon's good. Yes. Cinnamon and sugar toast, better. And maybe some cereal. But yeah, behind me, Miss Nobody is also collects certain shirts she likes as well. So that's why you're seeing the shirts right there.
The dog is my small animal care one.
She went to Miss Nobody went to a type of technical high school. It's like it's kind of a certification thing. She went in for animal care, and so the dog shirt behind is because of that. That's her technical school shirt. I think her other shirt is, which is kind of behind the Garoots and over there.
That's my middle school.
That's her middle school shirt. But yeah, she has a few other shirts like her Bleach shirt and Zelda shirt and Stewie shirt and a few others. Also, you can see our hamster Lil's aquarium right behind us. But yeah, right now she's not out. She's like a recluse. She's similar to me. She doesn't go out much. I mean, it's just something. She's just the weird hamster. Our other hamster, Elle, she usually comes out, but lately she's been sleeping a lot longer and sleeping. Yeah, well, no, she's been sleeping a lot longer and coming out for shorter times to get on her wheel and everything. I mean, she's still eating the same. She'll eat anything and then pack it up into her little hut. So when it comes time to clean her cage, you pull her little hut and it's like a bag opened up and all her little seeds and everything just come out. And then she gets very angry when she goes in her new clean hut and realizes that all her old food that she stored up is gone. But, and hopefully one of these times Miss Nobody will be able to actually get the video of Elle when she is very grumpy. If you make her angry and she gets really grumpy, she actually screams at you. No, I'm not joking or kidding. She literally screams at you. She'll just be like, and just keep on doing that for a little bit. And then afterwards, if you give her a peanut or something, she'll actually calm down and be happy. But, oh, the hamsters also love when you put them in their little balls for whatever reason, they'll try not to run into walls or something like that, but they love running into feet, and especially the cats. Outside of their balls, they don't mess with the cats and even will scream at the cats or something. But in their balls, oh yeah, it's like a hamster version of bumper cars, but with balls. And the cats get annoyed, so they always try to stay clear of the hamsters when they do that. Uh, yeah, right now, as well, just ah, what am I trying to say? My other family is doing pretty good. Sorry, just having to readjust the webcam because just noticed it was a little higher than before. Ooh, and it was almost like I had to stand up or something to get to you guys. Yeah, probably wondering. Yeah, this is our bedroom in the apartment.
Used to be the living room.
Oh yeah, it used to be the living room. We live in a two-bedroom apartment, but with the way our front door is, one day I'll have to do a walkthrough of the house when the place is a little cleaner. But the way the front door is, you can see, well, right there behind me, that area. There's a curtain because there's no door on here, so put a curtain up for privacy. But it leads into a walkway. The walkway leads into another living room area. This is like supposed to be the main living room. The other area, I guess, is living room, dining room. But in the walkway, it goes to the outside. And the way the door opens, you go in to the other living room slash dining room. And the door blocks the entrance to here. So it just made sense to turn the biggest room, which is this room, the old living room, with attic accessibility, to turn into the bedroom and make the dining slash living room into the living room, and then use the actual two bedrooms for, well, one is a storage and the other as a guest room, and then a kitchen, small kitchen, and unfortunately a bathroom that's just
Closet sized.
closet side. Yeah, that's about accurate. There is no tub, only a shower, a stand up narrow shower. So yeah, it's been a while since having an actual bath. Showers, yeah, every day, sometimes multiple times a day, but yeah, it's those times when you really wish you had a bath just to relax and soak in. But yeah, what can I do? There's no way I'm paying for a hose. It's like $75 to $100 for one night at a hotel just for a freaking bath. And I feel awkward. I don't know about the rest of you. I feel awkward if I go to a friend's house and take a bath. I don't mind taking a shower at a friend's house, but it's something different when it's a bath. I mean, no offense to a few of my friends out there who are probably watching some of these. That's the truth. I don't feel comfortable taking baths in other people's houses. I feel more exposed. I mean, come on. Plus, I don't know what you do in your tub. I don't. At least when in a shower, my feet are the only thing being contaminated by something. But what you do behind closed doors and in your bathroom on your own private time, well, yeah. So that's why hotels, I don't mind taking a bath in because, well, they get cleaned, or they're supposed to be. If you guys go to a really shady type of hotel, shower shoes. That's it. Shower shoes. And bring your own towel. I've been in a few crappy motels and hotels, and yeah, just trust me. If you plan on staying in a hotel or something and it looks shady, go to Walmart. or the closest store that has just cheap little $1, $2 flip-flops and buy a cheap towel.
I think the only time I've been in a hotel is when my cousin almost burned down the whole apartment.
Uh, I've been in quite a few. I've been in a few around, Bulgaria. I think that's where it was. Had a very nice hotel. I was surprised. Of course, it didn't help that
Yeah, my cousin almost burned down the whole apartment building cooking shrimp.
hmm, shrimp. Is it? Wait, was it regular or popcorn?
I think it was regular because she was using it off the stove.
Regular shrimp.
I have no idea. That's all I heard.
Wait, aren't shrimp usually pre-cooked already?
I don't know. Ask her.
I know the kind that her mom gets is usually pre-cooked. It's not raw shrimp, so.
May that she gets that because she almost burned it down. Her daughter, at least.
But as I was saying about the Bulgaria hotel, it was really nice on the inside, connected to a casino. But unfortunately, the outside was very unwelcoming. During deployment heading over to Afghanistan, the place we were going to, Manis, I believe it was, they said that the runway was iced over, so there was no way to stop there. So we ended up going to taking a stop in, I believe, like I said, I believe it was Bulgaria, and of course, couldn't carry our weapons into that country, but so we had to leave them on the plane. But we were escorted to a nice hotel, and yeah, on the way there, I kid you not, a guy with a freaking shaved head, goatee, had a freaking swastika tattooed right here on the back of his head. And then, of course, the gunfire in the background and stuff like that. But, that country was escorting us. They were nice. They did everything. We got there, we showed them the papers and, our orders and stuff for deployment. And it was really nice of them, to do. And that was a nice place. I will say that. They had a nice swimming pool, a nice casino. It was really nice for the night. And then early that morning, got the call that the plane was refueled and we were able to go to Manus and start deployment. But yeah, even though it was a very nice place on the inside, the outside community wasn't nice. I have footage of Bulgaria. Unfortunately, it was done on a camera that has no sound. So there was no mic built into it or anything. It's an old digital camera. Just pictures and soundless video. But I might pop it on here one of these days. I mean, vlog channel, I have been at a few other places. Some places very nice, like going to comic conventions and stuff. Stayed in those hotels and everything. Great. I love going to comic and sci-fi conventions, or I used to until, well, pretty much moved out of my dad's place, or my parents' place. But yeah, I used to enjoy going there. Met quite a few people there, a few of the old Star Wars cast. I met a few Star Trek cast. During one convention, met Mr. T and met Adam West as a kid. I'm pretty sure my parents, or my father anyway, since my mother passed away a couple years ago, probably still has the picture of me sitting in the old Adam West Batmobile. So it was fun. And then but yeah, like I said, I've been to a few shady places that just looking at the place makes you just have that pop in your head. Whatever that song's called. But Uh, so many things that I would like to talk to you guys about. Unfortunately, I don't have what is it called? Really for a vlog. Besides when I go out and do something, and I just try to update you guys with what I'm doing for that day. I'm trying to sit here with the webcam because I don't go out much. You know, all today, all I did was watch some anime, do some YouTube study and stuff, work on my project, and um, I mean, it's the project. I would love to show you what I'm working on. The thing I'm afraid of is I pop it on here as a preview of what I'm working on, just for someone else to take that idea. That is something I'm afraid of doing. So until it's done, and the appropriate, if needed, what is it called? Permissions are clear, then it'll be on my other channel, which is gonna be Mr. Nobody TV. I have the channel up, but there's no videos on it yet, and I still gotta work on changing a few other things on it, like the channel art and logo. It's just stuff to throw up and everything like that. Um, yeah, have you guys ever gotten annoyed with someone to the point where you accidentally snap at someone you care about because someone else annoyed you? Yeah, that happened today. Not going to go into details of how or why. It was just, well, it was just talking to while I was trying to do something, and my phone kept texting. I kept receiving text after text. And when I try to get into something, you know how sometimes you'll get focused, and you let subtle hints to people that are around you know that hey, I'm doing this. Just wait until I'm done. Everybody gets that every so often. Well, I get a text and I'm fine. I answer it and I go, I answered it. I go, okay, yes, for the first text, and then all of a sudden it's text, 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 and it was from the same person. And then finally, Miss Nobody asked me, about it, and I accidentally raised my voice. Not, not threatening. It was just more of a, oh my god, type thing. I was just that person that was texting me just, yeah, it just thinking about it pushes my buttons. And they don't really watch YouTube, but if they do and they see this, well, yeah, you know who you are. Yeah.
She probably still wants some of your stuff.
Well, they might. So,
It's
but
okay. They know how you feel.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they feel the same way.
yeah, it's just everybody has that one or a few people that you try to act nice in front. You try to act like they don't bother you, but then you just get behind closed doors and knows that you can trust with how you feel, knowing it won't leave the confines of them or anything else unless you say something. Uh, yeah, everybody does that and has that type of person. So just remember, people, just because someone's nice to you doesn't mean they don't have a rock in their other hand when they're shaking it. So it's like, how should I put it? It's more like this. All right, it's, hi, how are you? Yeah. Gave this to my girlfriend. Well, Miss Nobody. It's a nice little dragon dagger, isn't it? One of my favorite designs. Bought this when I was in Kuwait. Can you believe it? Bought it in Kuwait. It's a nice little thing. Dragon there. Griffin. Yeah, see, Griffin, if it wants to do it. with a dragon, or well, yeah, with a dragon design in the plated gold. And there's the dragon there. Hopefully you guys can see it. And comes with a little, well, I guess it doesn't want to open up, but there's actually a little compartment inside here that you can take out. It's just sometimes trying to get it out is actually a pain.
Oh, well, it's doing her dance.
Oh, our hamster is wanting something. Apparently, she's back there doing a dance, chewing on the bars. I can kind of see her, if you look where the point is, that little furry blob, that's her.
Yeah, you see her moving around there.
Uh,
You see her, you just can't really tell on the camera.
honestly, she looks like a popple. If you ever seen if any of you remember
They're
the
all-
popples, yeah, from this distance, oh, there she goes. She's dancing again. She really wants something.
Here, I'll get her so you guys can see her. If I can move my cat here.
Well, I would get up, and everything. It's just I don't want to, blind you all with my boxers and stuff like that. Yeah. Who said? Hey, I'm not modest at all. I'm one of those people who say how things are, or how I feel they are, and I'll talk about almost anything, really. I'm not that modest. Oh, did you get
Yeah, just trying to move Betsy here.
Mitzi getting angry? I heard her chirp.
See, guys?
Oh,
There she is.
yeah, she's a Sunfire hamster. For those of you who are interested in
yep.
hamsters,
She wants some treats. She's limping.
yeah, she lets you know when she wants treats because she'll bite, nip you, not bite you hard, not enough to break the skin, just enough to pinch. And if she doesn't, it means she wants out and to go on her ball. If she lets you hold her and she doesn't bite you and just wants to walk around, that's when she wants her to get in her ball and run around the place. If she nips you, then she wants you to give her a treat. And she actually does a little dance in her cage. There's a basking rock that has stairs, and it's holding a piece of an old cage. That was a wall of a cage. Well, I took that wall because an aquarium, it's hard to put water bottles in. So I got a clip up at the top holding the top part of the old cage and the basking rock holding the bottom part. So I can put her water bottles right there for her to drink. I figured it was a good way to recycle an old cage because the actual cage, we had her first hamster and Miss Nobody's first hamster named Il. And Il loved being out of her cage. Well, one day we went outside for a little bit, and when we came up, she forced herself through the bars. And it was pretty bad. She tore off a third of her skin, all the way down into the muscle, just squeezing out of the bars.
She lived up to her name.
And yeah, she lived up to her name because at first we took her to the vet, and the vet said she wouldn't survive. But I treated it using some knowledge I know of treating burns. I treated her like a burn victim. I tried to dress the wound as best I could, but for a hamster, that's pretty impossible. So what I ended up doing was putting her in a small aquarium, plastic aquarium that is travel size, but big enough to hold her, and filled it with nothing but we cleaned it with, of course, antibacterial and everything, and put like sterilized, mostly it was like ripped up printer paper because, it's all white, it's been bleached white and it's been in a package. So we tore that up every day, or well, every time we changed her, and made a new bedding for her and water access, and made sure it was a good size, so she couldn't walk around and keep aggravating the wound, but walk around enough to keep flexibility, so when it scabbed over, it was still, flexible. Because anybody who's ever had an injury, I know I have, because I don't know if it'll show up on here. Oh, yeah, you see that little, well, let's see, that line right about there? Yeah. Well, in the past, ended up exposing my knuckle and everything. And everybody who's ever had a flexible, flexible area where you constantly bend and everything, if that it hurts when you start stretching it, forcing the thing, while it's healing. So, one of the few areas I had stitches in this hand. This hand has been through a lot. I can't, do everything right. It's tough to get because I broke my knuckle. So I got my part of my knuckle right here. Because of an old fight, I don't think you can see it. Nah, it's too. Well, you can see some of it, but I have a scar across my pinky right here where it actually glass ended up going. I won't say how my hand got in the glass, but it went up until I saw I was able to see my bone for a good bit, but the bone or glass hit the bone and scratched the bone and everything, and so now I can go like that. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a pop, and yeah, she hates it, and because of a bone spurt, yeah, it left it crooked because it scratched the bone. And when your bone gets damaged, sometimes your body goes and tries to overcompensate for some stuff. So it tried to heal what really didn't needed healing, and so got a little bit of a groove, and so but going back to it, so to ill. So okay, I do all this stuff. I do first off, I clean the wound with water, and you're probably wondering how can you do that without submersing her or whatever. Took a McDonald's cup and a plastic one and poked holes in the bottom. Then I put ill in there, and then I slowly ran water over the wounded area to help get some stuff, get a lot of the some stuff out of it, because at the time didn't know what to do. Put her back in with her bedding and stuff, but so eventually cleaned it off because I didn't really think about how to help a hamster with this thing, and then I thought about burn victim, and so then I started doing a lot of stuff. So did if this kind of triple antibiotic, it was said it was okay by the vets because I asked them, I put it on her and everything to help keep infection out, along with using peroxide to help clean the wound before adding this. This was the final product to put on the wound, and it runs like a liquid, so it's a lot easier with very little force to put on, and then just had a Q-tip to help rub it on there as light as possible. So my fingers didn't touch her wound at all, just a clean Q-tip. And then, but yeah, so we go to the vet. Vet gives us medicine. We use the little syringes to feed, force it in her cheek. Never force medicine down a small animal's throat. When it's a hamster, you always aim for the cheek and you put it in the cheek, and they'll gradually have to eat it.
We couldn't get her in that day because it was Labor Day on a Friday, so the poor little girl had to wait till Monday to get pain medication and all that.
Oh yeah, when she did get her injury, it was on the worst time because all vets were closed except for the emergency, and the emergency said they couldn't help her because hamsters are classified as exotic pets. So she had to wait until Monday morning, a few days, you know, but I took care of her as best I could. It scared Miss Nobody a lot seeing that a lot of skin was missing. But okay, so I take her to the vet, explained to the vet what I've been doing. The vet said I've been doing a good job and everything I was doing was okay. Got the medicine, force fed, well, in her cheek, the medicine. Everything was fine. She got her fur started to grow back, so by the time her final follow up was done, she had pretty much all her fur back and just one red spot on her elbow. She was still taking the medicines and everything like that. That day, the vet said she's going to be fine, everything. And later that day, when we bring her home, we go out for a bit because we're happy, we're relieved that she's okay. So we finally put her back into, because the vet said it was okay to put her back into a regular environment. Put her back, and we go out for not too long, just a few hours. Come back and find Il had passed away. We were kind of surprised because when I went in there, she wasn't moving, and I actually picked her up with my hand, and she was still kind of limp. So she just passed, but she was cold, and Miss Nobody didn't take it very well, but Il did live up to her name because Il means little devil. Where's that from?
Japanese. It's a
Japanese.
anime called Shigechara.
She got the name Il from an anime called Shigechara, which Il means little devil. So she scared us thinking she was gonna die. And then all of a sudden, you know, she pushes through it, goes through it. She was happy when she was able to go back in her ball for a few temporary, you know, things. And then the moment she gets home and we think everything is fine, she dies. Isn't that a devilish thing to do? I think it is. So as much as we miss her, sometimes we have to laugh about how she actually did live up to her true name. But
Elle is our second hamster over there. Her name is Elle, and that means angel.
Yeah, Elle means angel. That's where Elle came from. Lil, I don't know why. When I saw Lil, I thought of Little John from you know, the Robin Hood things where Little John is actually a giant, and I saw that Lil was a little bit bigger at the time. Not too much bigger than Elle at the time, but now Lil is a lot bigger. She's about the size of a regular hamster. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that since this is a pretty long video. And
oh, wait.
So,
I had one more thing to say.
What?
Remember when we went to go see the doctor? He said, remember that guy that came in? For a little bit? The guy, I'm pretty sure you remember when I say it, but there was this guy that came in, and I was like, that looks a lot like my old technical teacher from the place is called Bosie's, and it's out in Watertown. I think it's Arsenal Street, isn't it?
It might be.
I'm sorry, it's been a few years since I went there, but he used to be my small animal care teacher. That's where I got the shirt from. I graduated from there. And I told him about it, he asked about it, and he goes, oh yeah, hamster skins are like chicken skin. They were basic. I just had to laugh at that. He's always so funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, as you can see, there's Miss Nobody's mess over there.
Shut, you have more of a mess.
Yeah, but I'm a gamer. If you guys really want to see before getting off, there's my sodas stuff for there. Yeah, it's a mess. There's my printer, my TV, and my 360. And then yeah, there's my PC that I'm well, can't really see. There you go. There's the keyboard. Yeah, not much.
Report.
So, alright, again, this is a pretty long video. Hope you guys like it. And if you do, please like and subscribe. And you guys have a good night. Alright.